Before there were cities, before there were kings, there was a world that had gone completely wrong. Not wrong in small ways, wrong in the way that takes generations to happen. Wrong in the way that no one notices until it's too late. God looked at what the world had become, and there was one man he kept coming back to, a man named Noah. Noah was not a perfect man, but he was an honest one. He walked with God the way you walk with an old friend, regularly, genuinely, without pretending to be something he wasn't. In a world where that had become rare, it was enough. God spoke to him, and what God said would have made most men sit down and go very quiet. God told Noah he was going to send a flood. Not a storm, a flood that would cover everything. And he told Noah to build a boat, not a small boat, a vessel the length of 1.5 football fields, made of gopher wood, sealed with pitch inside and out, 3 stories tall. Enough room for 2 of every kind of creature on earth, and food to keep them all alive. Noah had 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, and they built for decades, while neighbors walked by and laughed, while people asked what he was doing, while the sky stayed completely clear, and the idea of a flood seemed more ridiculous every passing year. Noah kept building, because he had heard something, and he believed it. Then the animals came, 2 by 2 as God had said, from every direction, every species, every kind, walking, crawling, flying toward this one enormous boat in the middle of dry land. No one could explain it. The animals simply came, and Noah and his family guided them aboard, one by one, until the ark was full. When the last animal was aboard, God shut the door. Not Noah, God. 7 days passed, and then the rain began. Not a drizzle, not a storm. The sky opened, and from deep in the earth, underground springs burst open. The water came from above and below at the same time, and it did not stop. For 40 days and 40 nights it rained. The water rose above the hills, above the mountains. Everything that had breath on land, everything outside that ark, was gone. And the ark floated, alone on a world that had become one endless, silent ocean. Inside the ark, Noah's family waited. Days became weeks, weeks became months. God had not forgotten them. The text says something that is easy to read past. God remembered Noah. It does not say God forgot and then remembered. It means God turned his attention toward him, and the waters began to recede. Noah sent out a raven, then a dove. The dove came back, nothing to land on. He waited 7 days and sent the dove again. This time, it came back with an olive branch in its beak. New leaves, living things. The world was coming back. 7 days later, he sent the dove again, and it did not return. The ark came to rest on the mountains of Ararat. The ground was dry, and God told Noah to come out, to bring the animals out, to fill the earth again. Noah stepped off the ark. He had been aboard for over a year. His feet touched solid ground, and the first thing he did was build an altar and give thanks. Then God set a rainbow in the sky, and he made a covenant, a promise, not just to Noah, but to every living creature on earth. Never again would a flood destroy all life. The rainbow was the sign. Every time it appeared in the clouds, it would be a reminder of that promise. The same promise is still being kept today. There is something in this story that people sometimes miss. Noah did not build the ark after the flood came. He built it before, while everything was still normal, while the sky was clear, while nothing suggested anything was about to change. His faith was not a reaction, it was a preparation. He trusted what he had heard over what he could see. Whatever it is you are building right now, whatever feels too big, too slow, too strange to explain to the people around you, remember a man who built a boat in the desert. Remember that the rain came, and that when it did, there was a place to stand.